Okay, so we are back with part two of Scalp Health 101. Okay, Scalp Health 101 is a six-part series I'm doing on how to care for your scalp. Okay, so if you are looking to regrow your hair or you have had issues with growing your hair in the past, this series can definitely help you. Okay. Again, this is part two of a six-part series on scalp health. I'll be breaking down some basics that you need to know for your hair regrowth journey. All right, and we're starting today with the second topic, which is keeping your scalp clean. All right, and if you're here for the first time or if you are new to the channel, my name is Kendra. I'm a studying herbalist and the founder of the 180 collection. I've helped hundreds of women. I think I'm at thousands at this point with hair issues or hair loss issues like thinning edges, bald spots, thinning hairline, um, different types of hair loss issues, all by using natural herbs and oils that are proven to regrow hair. Okay. And just really quickly, I'm going to fly through these slides about my hair growth journey. I started creating products years ago because of my own hair loss from wearing wigs and braids. And I was able to regrow my edges within 3 months using the products that I still sell today. Unfortunately, I lost all my hair again earlier well, actually, it would be last year due to chemo after being diagnosed with breast cancer. So what you see on the picture that says today is my hair growth using the 180 collection products. Okay, so the 180 collection is the company or the brand that I started for hair growth. Okay, my hair is a little bit longer than that now. I've cut it probably twice, but that's kind of where I am today. All right, so some scalp care questions that we're going to cover today. I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible, but still make sure I provide valuable information. Why is my scalp dirty? Okay, so if your scalp needs to be clean, it's because it's dirty. And you may not even realize that your scalp is dirty. So we're going to go through that. We're going to go through the proper way to cleanse your scalp or your shampoo method, how often you should be cleansing. And then lastly, we're going to go through how to keep your scalp healthy. So using the information that I give you, I'm going to show you the things that you can do or should be doing to keep your scalp healthy. Okay. So the basics, Scalp 101, just as you care for the skin on your body, you must care for your scalp because your scalp is skin. Okay, remember that. A necessary step in hair health is cleanliness. I also want to help you avoid some simple mistakes when it comes to scalp care, right? So again, the common habits that we are going to address, like I said, is keeping your scalp clean. How often should you be cleansing? How should you be cleansing, and how to keep your scalp healthy? All right. Remember, scalp is skin. I want you to keep that in your mind. One of the things I want you to keep in your mind during this presentation. So question number one, why is my scalp dirty? Okay. So if you think, again, about your scalp as skin, not cleansing your scalp regularly is would almost be like not taking a shower every day. Okay. Just like your skin, your scalp continuously sheds cells or continuously sheds to reveal new layers, right? Just like the skin on your body sheds skin, so does your scalp. So your scalp is basically regenerating itself throughout your life, right? And you can use this natural process to your advantage, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, the causes. So what are some things that cause your scalp to be dirty? Things your scalp are exposed to on a daily basis, like dust, dirt, debris, dryness, hair product residues, oils, creams, sprays, butters, all of the stuff that we use on our hair on a daily basis can cause your scalp to become cracked, dry, polluted. And many products can also cause scalp irritation because they address issues for your hair, but they're also irritating to your scalp. So something that you may be using to help with a hair issue may also be causing issues or problems with your scalp, okay? So anything that can become toxic is essentially a pollutant or something that's pollution to your scalp. These things can breed bacteria and disease, which of course affects the growth of your hair, okay? So dead skin cells is what you see here. It's just a picture of skin that looks like it has some a crusty situation going on. These are dead skin cells, okay? As I mentioned earlier, dead skin cells on the scalp that are not properly cleansed can get trapped in your hair follicle opening. Remember, all of the skin on your body, all of your skin from head to toe sheds as a natural process of skin renewal. So when these dead skin cells get trapped by your hair over a period of time, they can clog the pores. Then several days go by, weeks go by, months go by. Y'all know how we do. And these things just build up, right? Another thing that can cause a dirty scalp is, like I said, the products that you use, okay? Hair and scalp products can either be your greatest help or your biggest detriment. Many of the products that we use don't break down well in water, okay? So even if you are shampooing regularly, some of the products that you use are not coming completely clean from your scalp, okay? Products that you should be worried about, anything that's like a heavy, waxy, greasy product can clog the scalp and leave a nasty residue in your hair, okay? Regarding products, especially in the case of hair growth products, most of those, which I see a lot, women wanting to get the right product. Look, I'm doing air quotes, the right product. We all do, okay? And the one that gives us the results we can see almost immediately. That's what we want. We want immediate results. We want a quick fix. But every product is not created equal, okay? Many products leave a residue or buildup that causes the pores and follicles to become clogged. And a lot of these hair growth oils and hair growth products, and I also make and sell hair growth products, so I know this to be true. When we use these products every day without properly cleansing our scalp in between, they can end up not working because we have clogged or our pores are clogged with these products that we're not properly cleansing, okay? Another cause of dirty scalp is your environment, okay? So whether you work from home or you're outside or you're in office, you cannot escape dirt, dust, and debris, okay? It's just going to happen, right? They're in your house, they're in the environment, they're in your car, they're at your job, wherever. Dirt, dust, and debris, you cannot hide from it. These things can all collect in your hair, eventually work their way up to your scalp, and then get trapped in your pores or the opening of your follicle, okay? Are y'all with me so far? All right, so those are the causes of a dirty scalp. Now, there are more, but again, I'm trying to keep these videos very basic and very relevant to situations or things that you may be experiencing, okay? So, the next question number 2, how should I shampoo or cleanse? Okay, we're going to go through this one fairly quickly, right? Sorry, y'all. I got lost on my... Oh, shucks. Okay, there we go. How often should I shampoo? So we use shampoo to keep our hair clean and to remove dirt, debris, product buildup, funky smells, to restore moisture, all the things, right? How you shampoo your scalp or your cleansing method is very important. Now, I know it feels good. I'm going to say this because this used to be me. I know it feels good to use sharp objects to scratch your scalp while you're cleaning it, or even when you're just sitting at home, you grab a pencil or a rat tail comb or something to scratch your scalp. And I know that feels good, but that is not a good idea. It can cause tears in the scalp, okay, and leave your scalp open to infection, which of course will lead to hair loss. So having a healthy scalp is important for healthy hair growth, right? Now, proper cleansing. This is my scalp cleansing method, and this is not something that you necessarily have to do every time you shampoo, but I would recommend following this process at least once a month, okay? If you often, especially if you often use styling products like sprays, setting lotions, hair gels, you may need to do this even more frequently. So like I said, no sharp objects. Use a clarifying shampoo, okay? A clarifying shampoo helps remove product buildup more effectively. It's also helpful for oily hair because a clarifying shampoo removes excess sebum and keeps your hair and scalp from becoming overly greasy. Okay. Now, the only caveat to that is some clarifying shampoos have harsh cleansers that can strip away your hair's natural oils. So you want to make sure that you are paying attention to the ingredients listed on these products before you use them. Okay. Next step is make sure you wash your hair thoroughly, right? Massage your scalp and finger comb through your hair while rinsing and removing dirt. So this is your initial um, shampooing process, okay? Then you want to apply oil to your scalp. Now, massaging oil into your scalp helps to get rid of any buildup on your scalp and roots, okay? And I don't mean just any oil, any oil. You want to use something that has some type of microbial or anti-inflammatory properties. So tea tree oil is a great example of that. Eucalyptus oil. You can take a few drops of either one of those and add it to like a teaspoon or two of coconut oil and then apply this to your scalp. I have this little bottle here pictured. Um, that can be a multi-use tool for you if you don't already have a bottle that has like this applicator tip. You can get these from your beauty supply store. They're fairly inexpensive. You can use this to apply your oil to your scalp after your shampoo, and even use it to apply your shampoo. Because remember, we're shampooing or cleansing our scalp first and foremost. Okay. So after we apply the oil to the scalp, this is the one of the most important steps. You need to apply heat. So steaming your scalp helps to, of course, open your pores so you can unclog them. If you don't have a heat cap or hooded dryer, you can do it the old school way. Take a towel, soak it in warm water, wring it out, put it in a microwave, get it warm, wrap it around your head, either on top of a shower cap, or you'll figure out how to make it work, right? So that's like I don't have any of these tools, Kendra. What do I do? Get a towel, wet the towel, put the towel in the microwave, wrap the towel around your head, okay? It's going to get the job done. Leave it on for about 30 minutes, right? And if you're using the old school method of a towel, if the towel gets cool, just put it back in the microwave again, okay? So yes, you definitely want to apply heat. Then you want to exfoliate, right? After steaming or after applying heat, you want to exfoliate to remove excess oil. Okay. Now you can find an exfoliating shampoo, but if not, it's not a big deal because you can find lots of DIY recipes on Google. Okay. I recommend, if you do a DIY recipe, you'd use one that has sugar, especially if you are someone with a 4A, 4B, or 4C hair type. Sugar provides moisture that will help soften the scalp. Most of the time, the salt exfoliating recipes, the salt is good to pull out the impurities. However, salt can also be very drying. So just be careful with that. Right. And then the last thing you want to do is do a hair mask or conditioning treatment, because after you've properly cleansed your scalp and cleansed your hair, you want to end that with a hair mask treatment or a deep moisturizing treatment, deep conditioning treatment. Okay. Just follow the instructions on whatever it is you choose to use. Okay. So, next question. How often should I shampoo, or how often should I be cleansing my scalp, right? So, again, your hair care routine and your styling habits determine how often you should be shampooing, along with the fact that your scalp is shedding dead skin cells every day. Okay. These dead skin cells have to go somewhere. And usually they're piling up right on top of one another in your scalp. I know that sounds gross, but it's good that it sounds gross because that gives you an idea of what's going on that you're not aware of, right? So remember, if you're using a product and notice that it's leaving your scalp itchy, it's possible that there may be something in there that you're allergic to, your scalp is sensitive to. These are things you need to be paying attention to. Any heavy ingredients, you need to make sure you are cleansing regularly if you're using heavy ingredients. If you're someone that goes to the gym often, if you sweat in your scalp a lot, these are all things to consider. And each time you cleanse does not have to be the process that I just explained. It can be something as simple as getting some apple cider vinegar or some lemon juice or some type of acidic, naturally acidic item, and dabbing a cotton ball in it, or soaking a cotton ball in it, and then rubbing it or applying it to your scalp. Okay, this will help in between those scalp cleansing sessions, that because you can't obviously do that every week. I know for some that's going to be a lot. So just a quick DIY, and I also have a video here on YouTube on how to quickly cleanse your scalp. Okay. All right. Again, I'm flying through these because I want to keep this very quick but still very relevant. Okay. So how do I keep my scalp healthy? Now, this is probably one of the most important questions. I saved it for last because if you follow these steps, then everything I said before should be easy, or it should not be a big problem for you. Okay. So let's talk about how to maintain a clean, hydrated, stimulated environment for your scalp to produce healthy hair. Remember, your scalp is the foundation for healthy hair. I've said it before, but I cannot say it enough, that the scalp is the foundation for hair growth. So if you are not protecting it on a regular basis and you're dealing with hair loss issues, then continued damage will definitely happen. You can correct the health of your scalp without spending a lot of money, but you will need to be patient, you will need to be consistent, and you will need to focus. Okay. Now, so I just want to take a break really quickly. If you are still here, thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. But if you're in a place where you need guidance on your healthy hair journey, please consider subscribing to this channel. Okay. Everything that I teach you here is empowerment and education on your journey to healthy hair regrowth. Okay. My channel exists to show you how to set and reach healthy hair goals through natural, handmade products, hair care education, nutrition tips, and I would love for you to be here. I promise to consistently bring you value on all things hair health. Okay, so be sure to subscribe. All right, we are almost done. So how do I keep my scalp healthy? Really quick, in order for your scalp to be considered healthy, it needs to be three things. It needs to be a lot of things, but we're going to focus on these three. It needs to be hydrated, it needs to be clean, and it needs regular stimulation. I'm going to show you really quickly how to do that. So to keep your scalp clean, keeping your scalp clean helps to prevent buildup, everything that we talked about in the previous slide, and it keeps the follicle from being clogged. Scalp is skin, okay, and your scalp needs to be able to breathe. You should be cleansing your scalp as much as needed. So again, that does not mean you have to go through that detailed cleansing process that I explained earlier. If you would just weekly, once a week, twice a week, use natural ingredients to just kind of cleanse your scalp, dab through your scalp with a wet cotton ball, maybe soaked in, again, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, tea tree oil, something like that. That will get the job done in between your cleansing sessions. Okay. Let's see. If you, again, work out frequently or you have a scalp that sweats a lot, then you should also be paying attention to clean your scalp more often. All right. So that's number one. Number two is, oh, I skipped. Number two is hydration. You need to keep your scalp hydrated. And what does that mean? If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I preach hydration. Hydration is key for your hair and scalp. There are many things that cause our scalp to be dry, and in my experience, weaves are one of the biggest reason our scalp is dry. And I know this because I initially started my business in hair extensions. Okay, I used to sell hair extensions. And I've seen what improper installation and neglect and poor quality hair can do to the scalp. However, I know there are other things that cause a dry scalp, like medications, chemicals, certain hair products again. But just remember, a scalp that's missing hydration will ultimately cause hair loss, right? The top layer of your scalp holds in is where the moisture is held in. It's your job to keep the moisture sealed in, okay? And we'll talk a little bit more about that in the end, right? But if you're someone that deals with a dry scalp often, this is something you need to do. We have some products that are great for keeping your scalp hydrated. You can check the website for that information. It will be listed below. And then number 3, how to keep your scalp healthy is you have to keep it stimulated. What does that mean? Your scalp benefits from good blood circulation. At the base of the follicle where your scalp is basically tiny. It's like a tiny organ with veins and arteries, right? This makes scalp stimulation crucial for your health because this is the blood flow. This is where the blood flows to your follicles. This is how nutrients get fed into your hair. So, of course, good circulation makes this process effective. That's the stimulation and circulation that your hair needs for growth, right? And these little red hearts, that's just the blood. I know the blood doesn't flow out of your scalp, but that's the best I could find, right? Again, so while you're shampooing your scalp, this is a great opportunity to stimulate your scalp. Just doing a quick massage as you're cleansing your scalp, using the fingertips, not scratching, just massaging deeply. Another way is if you sit at a table with your elbows on the table, put your head in your hands and just press your hands and fingers against your scalp. This is just another way to quickly get a massage in. Okay, get some stimulation going. All right. That we are almost at the end. One more slide, 2 more slides, I think. Quickly. So I said I was going to talk about the scalp or show you kind of where I'm speaking of for some of the terms I'm using. So up here, and I'm not even sure if my mouse is showing on this, but the epidermis, or where you see the hair shaft. So that's the first or the top layer of your scalp. Okay, but below that is the epidermis. Slow down, Kendra. This is the outer layer. This is about the thickness of a credit card. Okay, this is the area that we are talking about keeping clean. All right, and so if you look at the hair follicle at the base down here is where it starts, right? This is the birthplace of every new hair. It's located deep in the fatty tissue of the scalp. Now, if you travel up, if you look at the follicle where it's white and you travel all the way up to the epidermis, where that hair shaft is coming out, that's what gets clogged, okay? That's what we are working to unclog so that we can grow healthy hair from that little opening, okay? The tiny blood vessels that you see, the little red and green lines that you see at the base of the follicle, this is where your scalp gets nourishment. This is where your follicle, gets nourishment. All right, so the blood flow supplies your follicle with oxygen, glucose, nutrients, everything that is needed for building and growing healthy hair. Okay? Whew, all right, so I've given you the basics of why and how to keep your scalp clean. You know what causes dirty scalp. You have some information on some easy things you can do to maintain scalp health. Remember, again, a healthy scalp is a foundation for a healthy hair growth, okay? So now that you have the knowledge, you can take action. I know people say knowledge is power. I do not believe that. Knowledge is progress. Action is power, okay? You don't have the power until you take action, right? So, last slide, I promise. This is the last one. And this is just to let you know how you can contact me, how you can grow with us, other ways you can be involved with the 180 collection. You can join our Healthy Hair Tribe, okay? It's going to be linked below. And this is definitely, if you want to watch the rest of the series, if you want to be notified of any sales that we have, any promotions, if you want more education outside of YouTube, I do have a blog. I do go live regularly on Facebook. Oh, excuse me. I do have a Telegram group. If you're familiar with Telegram, it will be linked below. I also have a private Facebook group called Get Your Hair Together. You can join that as well. And if you are ready to purchase products that are all natural that will help you on your hair growth journey, you can visit our website at www.180hair.com. Okay, so right now I'm at 25 minutes and 30 seconds. I did not plan to go this long, but you know, even with me trying to talk fast and stumbling over my words, I still went a little bit longer than I wanted to. So I'm going to end it here and say thank you again so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if this is information that you found helpful. Please consider sharing if you know someone that will benefit from this information. And please hit the like button if you found anything in this video that you can use on your hair growth journey. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you.